recap of our past episode, episode 10, The Final Hours. I had recorded the whole thing and then realized that my recording didn't work, so I'm gonna be very brief. Last episode started with Jinx opening up the dead drop and fighting a bunch of goodies from Arasaka. The goodies were brought to the apartment and thoroughly investigated by the rest of the party to make sure that Arasaka wasn't playing any tricks on them. After a while, everyone decided to pluck out their eyes and replace them with cyber eyes. There was a thing. Back to the beginning of the episode, Mercutio was picked up from the prison by his sister Trince after getting shot through the back by someone hiding high atop one of the towers, watchtowers around the prison. Thanks to some MacGyvery, Trince was able to patch his wound using a car lighter and bring him to Dr. Frost and Dr. Carver, where he was patched up. Or my notes. Ah, yes. And at the cafe, Reno, Dr. Frost, and Ximenez met with Mr. Murphy, who tried to threaten the party, leaving them pretty much unimpressed by what he said. Ximenez is dead set on pursuing the match, regardless of whatever taunts and intimidation that Mr. Murphy can throw his way, and even said that, you know, he should let his daughter do what she likes. To which Mr. Murphy replied that his daughter will do whatever he wants because that's their family dynamic, apparently. Which, interesting dynamic, because Dr. Frost, during his day job, actually found the son of Mr. Murphy being high on drugs and probably freaking out and stuff. That said, the next day, Ximenez was woken up by a call from Crazy Princess. Actually, a video from Crazy Princess showing a staged breaking and entering into an apartment where she actually accused Ximenez of stealing her dog. Which was then promptly delivered via UPS to Ximenez's door, and he now has to take care of a dog until the big fight. That was Crazy Princess's way of doing a promo, which was not necessarily the best, but she is not that well versed into the wrestling world and how promotions are supposed to go. We left the episode after Reno went to her arms dealer, Nightjack, my bad, and played around with a bunch of new toys that he had. She left with a few new guns and tools, but was intercepted by none other than Mulhand Steel. He drew his pistol. We left on a cliffhanger. Everyone, you should drink Found Familiar. It's awesome coffee. I couldn't plug it in as well as Nino, because I'm not that great. That was the recap. Back to you, me.
Doubt.
Hey, hello everyone. I forgot to turn on Roll20. I'm sure you were all super impressed by my sock puppet. So much so that I spent the whole recap just looking at the puppet instead of launching Roll20, because I am a pro streamer like that. Is what I do. Is it gonna load? 2 seconds. Yay! Hey everyone! I am Simon at Wandering DM. Welcome to the channel. We have returned to play some Cyberpunk Red. Before we go into the game, I just want to go around and thank all of our sponsors tonight, beginning with, of course, Talsorian Games, without who it would be impossible to play this game, because they are the makers of Cyberpunk. Be sure to check them out. They've released a stream recently where Mike Pondsmith, Maximum Mike, GM'd a game of Cyberpunk Red with part of the cast was Matthew Lillard, who you probably know as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, or the Killer from Scream. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't lived in the 90s. That said, I also want to thank Magen Press, makers of 5th edition D&D supplements. Check them out at store.magenpress.com. You can use code WanderingDM to get 15% off. Of course, as always, Found Familiar, our sponsors for all of our shows. If you like good coffee, which I am not drinking tonight, I actually I'm going to be in need of caffeine soon. But check out Found Familiar and use code WanderingDM to get 10% off. And last but not least, our partners through the Diceomancy program. You should check out Level Up Dice, either using the purple torch down below or the link in chat. Level Up Dice are makers of metal, stone, or semi-precious stone dice. They recently did a video on their brand new Twitch channel where they actually destroy these dice to show you how sturdy they are and how impossible to break some of them are, in case you are afraid that your shiny dice will probably break if they drop from the table. Pause to cough. I am sorry. I ruined my throat today playing Shakespeare this morning. Without further ado, let's go around the table. Yes, I need to breathe, I know. Let's go around the table. Why don't you introduce yourselves, tell us who you're playing. And we'll start with the person to my right on the overlay, Adelaide.
Yeah, that's me, Adelaide Garner, Adelaide on Twitter. I play Reno, our resident solo, who is about to get into a shootout one-on-one. So we will see how that goes. Fingers crossed. I could stand to lose another limb, I guess. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've got a brand new fake eye, so what if he shoots through it?
Well, you know, then I have the old one still at the house.
In a pickle jar.
Just pop it back in, it's fine.
That's how medicine works. Right below Adelaide on the overlay is Chris.
Hey everyone, Chris Geary here. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Geary. But tonight, I reprise my role of Mr. White, the one who would actually be able to put that eye back in and actually make it work again if I had to. However, even if you lose a limb, I can fix it. Just don't die. That's all I ask.
It would be very important for everyone not to die. Left of Chris on the overlay is Rin.
Hey, I'm Rin. Plain Jinx. That's all I got tonight.
That's cool. Left of Jinx is Anino.
How's it going, everyone? My name's Anino, and I play Ximenez, the rocker boy by way of professional wrestling in this stream.
And last but not least is Dearjaw.
Hey y'all, you all know who I am. I play Trends. I'm your mechanic. If I can't fix it, it's not broken. Or it's software, in which case it's totally not my problem. And apparently, I'm probably going to get shot again. Odds are that I'm going to get shot again.
In the middle of the duel between Mulhand Steel and R3NO, a stray shot will reach the apartment and hurt in
Up
some
3
capacity.
floors.
Yeah, up 3 floors.
I'm on the 6th floor.
Through the
What
concrete
about that?
wall.
6 floors. Okay, up 6 floors. Through multiple concrete walls.
The bullet will actually just wait for the elevator, go in, climb up, come out, knock at your door. That's...
And ask who framed Roger Rabbit? Is that what's happening?
Definitely.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, this will be fun. But, I can't wait to see what happens.
So, let's go back to where we left off. In the mean streets of Night City. As Mulhand Steel opens his coat, revealing a brace of pistols. He draws one out and aims it at R3NO. And I think that's a good moment to ask you to roll initiative.
Yes. How do we do that again? I think actions. Yes. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's in the actions. Alright. And Steel has a 13.
Yes.
So you get to act first. He is in the process of drawing his gun out.
Yeah, I will quickly pull my pistol out, and I am going just for not a headshot, just kind of just straight at the body, maybe his shoulder, because like I could still question him if need be, I guess, but
You want to make sure you don't hit a lethal spot.
right.
Okay. Then
Or
yeah.
something on his coat in case he's got like grenades or you never know.
Yeah, aiming for like a clear shot somewhere that won't kill him instantly.
Right.
You do notice that he seems to be wearing some sort of body armor under his coat. And,
Okay.
even his legs, now that you see him in the light with his coat open, you notice that the same kind of padding is present on his legs.
Okay. We will go for a shot. Ah!
That's a 12. That is not enough.
No, it's not. It's certainly not.
Even the two of you, by the way, are standing at roughly 40 feet apart, so that would be in meters of, let's say, 13 meters, more or less.
Okay.
So unless you move forward, the DC to hit with a pistol is 20.
Okay. So I'm on the sidewalk. I was walking home. Is there is there housing next to me? Is there like a park? What am I?
So next to you is Nightjack was parked not too far from the Forlorn Hope. And so, but the Hope is on the other side of the street. Next to you is basically those like apartment complex, mostly dilapidated. I'll say that about 15 or so feet from you, there's a side street. There's an alley that you could dash into if you wanted to.
Is Nightjack's van still visible? Like how far am I from it? How far did I get?
You walked about 2 minutes. So it
Okay,
would
so
still
far.
be visible, but like you'd have to sprint to get back to it.
Right. I am going to yell out as loud as I can down the street for Nightjack. And then I will haul my ass towards the alleyway to see if I can get some kind of cover. He's probably not going to hear it, but you never know.
Sure. What is your speed?
That's a good question. My speed. Is it move? Is that the stat? Move?
Sorry, yeah. Speed is the... yeah, it's move in this game. Sorry,
6.
speed is in Witcher. Yeah, you have plenty enough movement to go into the alley and press your back against a wall. Do you, just out of curiosity, do you stay on, like, your side of the alley, or do you basically put your back to him but, like, press on the opposite wall?
I put my back to him on the opposite wall.
Okay.
It's going to give me a little bit more cover, and I can move more easily that way, I guess.
All right. By the way, in chat, that's a good question, Godless Lawyer. I did not create any specific donation incentives for Cyberpunk, but if it's something that the players are interested in, we can always devise something to make the game harder or easier on them. I'll get back to you. Oh, that's because the Witcher panels are still live. My Witcher panels are still there. That's why everything
Today has been a day.
Let's pause 2 seconds before Mulhand takes his turn. I will just click on a bunch of buttons. There you go, my bad. I am woefully unprepared, everyone. This whole quarantine thing is starting to affect me. So you dash into the alley, press your back against the wall. You can hear his footsteps, but you do not see him. I'm gonna ask you to make an awareness check. Oh no, wait. Perception check. Neither do you hear him.
I'm fucked. We'll see.
What do you do? It's now your turn.
Is there an access point to this alleyway?
There's a, I mean, if you mean like an entry and exit points from the alley, there's either the one that you came in from, or you can run, for some distance. I'd say within a round you could, if you do nothing but run, you could get to the other side of the alley. Though at the midpoint of this alley, there's an exit on both sides that lead to like another alley that goes basically in the back of these apartment complex.
What about fire escapes? Are there any here?
Roll a d10. If you roll below your luck, yes, there is.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's on the other end of the alley.
Okay. Roll below. So I have to roll below it too. Oh wait, look. Oh look, yeah, look below it too. Great. Okay. Nope.
Absolutely not. There is one, but like I said, it's at the other end of the alley.
Okay. All right. I gotta take my chances. I'm gonna quickly pop my head out and fire a shot as soon as I see him.
You pop your head out, gun in hand, and he's not on the streets. And then
Where could he have gone?
you see a shadow right above you.
Oh no.
His one of his forearm has split open, and a mantis-like blade had come out of it, and he climbed the wall, the exterior wall of one of the apartment complex. And in one hand, instead of his pistol, which he has holstered, he's holding a like short, slightly curved blade. And he just jumps from up there, blade inverted, slashing downward at you.
Oh my god. So he just got like knives for hands right now. Is that what you're saying?
One of his arm, let's say his right arm, the hand is like this, like bent like this.
Yeah, and it's got a blade
unusable.
coming out.
And
Okay.
here, it opened up
Uh-huh.
and the blade came out.
What the fuck? That's dope. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna die.
So he will try to, of course, attack you with the blade.
Right.
You're allowed to dodge if you want to. If you want to roll evasion.
Oh, definitely. Definitely dodging. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
That is good. You move out of the way. Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. I had a +1 to that, so that would be you succeed anyway. But yeah, he jumps down with this blade, and you just jump out of the way at the last second. The blade itself, like, slides into the concrete of the street, the asphalt, like it was nothing but butter. It is your turn. He gets back up, and he doesn't look happy.
Shit. Okay. Okay, so the blade didn't even stick in the concrete. That's a sharp blade. What do I do? I am gonna... He's in the process of getting up. He's probably already stood up, but I am going to, as soon as he moves to get out of the concrete, I am going to run at him and just kind of try and barrel my way, fist raised, ready to bash his face in if I can, barrel him over, kind of thing.
Sure. I'd say with the way he's like bent, like a 3-point landing type of thing, his head would be the first thing that rises up before he gets back up. So if you wanted to headshot him, the penalties, which are normally for a headshot, I think it's a -6. Where is it again?
It is.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
-6.
it's minus-
I would say in this case it's a -3.
Okay. We'll just add a 3 to that.
Yeah, or you can like change the final, like, or we can also just take out like 3 points from whatever you roll.
Let's see. Okay, so a 14.
He's going to try to with his blade to try to, like, you know, his dangly forearm bit. He's going to try to swipe your fist out of the way.
Okay.
And it's, yeah, based on range and weapon.
Luck points add 1.
1
to the
for
roll.
1, yeah.
1 for 1. Okay. I'm the unluckiest bitch.
Oh, but I rolled a 1.
Yes!
That's a 5. So he goes to raise his arm, only realizing at the last second that his hand is completely useless in this instance. And your fist just goes through the gap between the blade and the arm and connects with his face. What is the damage?
An 11.
Oh, that hurts. You punch him in his face, which is not armored. Because who wears armor on their heads? So the hit connects with a loud crunch. You send him reeling back, his nose broken and bleeding. What else do you do? Oh yeah, Trince, you're right. There's a headshot multiplier. You dealt, I think, 33.
Okay.
Let me just make sure.
Okay.
Because we've been using, I think, the headshot multiplier from Witcher. Oh, thank you. Red is ×2 after armor. Thank you, Jay. He doesn't have any armor, so you deal double damage.
Dope.
You send him flying off his feet, and he falls with a loud thud on the street.
Okay. As he goes flying, I will take that opportunity to haul ass and start working on pulling my phone out to call Trends. Or to call, actually, I would call Mr. White. Yeah.
All right. Do you run past him?
No, because he's probably not going to be senseless enough to just sideswipe me. So I will run the opposite way. It's going to be less cover, but not taking my chances.
You make a beeline for the other end of the alley when you hear 3 quick bursts of fire. And I'm going to try to roll.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to do anything. If it's going to work or not. That would be a DC 15, and for every point over 1, I roll 1 extra damage roll up to a maximum of 3.
Okay.
So basically, if I roll 18 or above, he gets to have like 3 shots at you. And in this case, it's a 17. So, for every point above the DV, I roll 1 extra damage roll. Each roll is opposed by armor separately, so I still need to figure out where he shot you. That would be in your body. He did not intend to aim at a specific shot. Do you have any armor?
I do. I have light armor.
Okay. So, then, in that case, the damage is going to be...
Oh, that actually... Okay, so that wasn't just a... Never mind. Of course. I thought that was just a radio... I'm really dumb. When we said radio with the chip that's in her teeth, I was literally thinking radio for some reason.
Like FM radio?
Don't ask! It's been a long quarantine!
Yeah, no, you can actually talk to people. But it's a mile, and unfortunately, you are more than a mile
too far,
away from
yeah.
home. Yeah. So here comes the first attack. That would be 13 points of damage.
Okay, and my armor, my stat is 11. Is that
so
damage?
You take 11 out of that.
Okay.
And the other attack is also a 13.
Okay.
And I know that the quick start rules don't mention it, but I love that rule from The Witcher, so I'm going to apply it even in this game. It means that your body armor, now that 2 attacks have gone through, is down by 2 points.
Down by 2 points.
Until it's repaired, yeah.
Got it.
Something that Trins can probably do.
Oh, sure.
It is now your turn.
I bought shit. What did I buy? Oh my god, did I write it down? I bought nothing that will help me. Not right now anyway. Okay. I'm going to keep running. I will fire a shot over my shoulder, not looking.
Ooh. There's a... I will say use the penalty for dark or obscured.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Or actually, you know what? Yeah, dark or obscured would work. Because you're basically just shooting, like, over your shoulder. Alright. And you can't really aim because you're just firing. However, with the distance that you are at, the DC remains the same. Because for a pistol... It's up to 25 meters, which is roughly like 70 feet or so, 75 feet. And I'll say that you're like maybe at the edge of that 75. So you need to roll a 20 or over.
Okay. Nope. That's
You
all right,
just
though.
fire a shot. It ricochets off a wall, one of the apartment walls. Sorry, but you do not hear him take off after you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just continuing, just running. And as soon as I get the chance, I call Mr. White.
All right. As you round the corner into the other street behind these 2 rows of apartment blocks, you whip out your agent, call Mr. White. Mr. White! The phone rings. It's
Yeah,
Reno.
what's up?
Oh, someone's after my ass. I'm at the corner of across the block from Forlorn Hope. Can you send a cab?
Yeah, I can probably send a Jinx faster though. How do you like
Jinx
riding on the back of a
works.
motorcycle?
As long as it'll get this fucker away from me, I'm happy.
Excellent, excellent. So, DM, knowing the area that I do, where do I think is a good rendezvous point to direct Reno to for Jinx to pick up quickly?
So from where she is, the easiest and fastest would be to go north to end up outside of the less of the more impoverished section of town and go straight into what I think, let me grab my map. Do I still have it? Night City. So you are, yeah, it would be Lake Park.
All right. So
Between
all of a
Lake
sudden-
Park and Japantown.
excellent. So, which direction are you running right now?
Back towards the house.
Okay. I use my agent and I ping. Basically, I send a message, Google Maps, tapping into that new eye, and pop up a little map, like a Google Maps kind of thing. You are like
Mhm.
where she needs to be. Head this direction. I'll have Jinx meet you there. If you
Tell her
need
to
to
bring a
change
gun.
course, we'll do. If you need to change course, let us know, and we'll keep it moving. And yeah.
Feed my cat if he polishes me off. I hang up. I keep running.
Dial Jinx.
Yeah.
Hey,
Fire up the motorcycle, and right in your eye, all of a sudden, bing! Location pops up. I need you there as fast as possible. Go armed. Someone's chasing and trying to kill Reno.
got it. So I'll grab all my stuff and go. So technically I can use the new gun, right? Just I won't have the bonus because it's not been 8 days yet, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use it. You just have your +1, not your +3
Yeah.
or
Okay.
+5 or whatever it is.
5, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the smart chip isn't in yet.
then quick ping over to Trins.
Yo, what's up?
What kind of nonsense can you create, havoc can you create to create a distraction between I give her, did you do the eye? I can't remember.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did the eye. She only let you do it though, but yeah, she did it.
Yeah. Then again, bing, between there and the Forlorn Hope. I need something, I don't care if it's cops or whatever, whatever kind of bag of tricks you have to give Reno some time as she's evading someone trying to kill her.
Okay, I'm gonna go make a mess. Bye. And she turns and grabs one of the very small packages of C4 from one of her lockers and grabs her bag and hauls ass to one of her cars.
I call Mr. White. My ears just running. Just take it all back. I'm just kidding. Never mind. I'm fine. Never mind.
As you're running away, Reno, can you make me another perception check?
Sure, I can. Jeez, man, not my day.
You run down the street, your vision narrowing as you get tunnel vision from the adrenaline. In the distance, you see, turning into the street, the telltale motorcycle of Jinx as she's making her way to you. However, you did not notice Mulhand Steel stepping out of a yonder street. Cool, calm, and collected. He looks at the oncoming motorcycle and rapidly pulls out a bigger gun. One that has like a separate underbarrel for grenades. And fires it at the motorcycle.
Not fair.
As I see him doing that, since I know Jinx is in range, also I am going to click my chip and tell her he's firing something.
Do I have enough time to like swerve and
Well-
like change directions?
That's what we're gonna check. You
See?
can either use evasion or driving.
Can I use my cyberware? My reflex boost?
Because you didn't see that, like, he came out of nowhere.
Okay, that's fair.
I'd say no. But you do get an extra, I'll say an extra +2 from Reno's warning.
Okay, and it was what? Evasion?
Or driving, you choose.
Uh, I'm going with driving.
Yeah, you had to beat an 18. The grenade goes off. You swerve. And avoid the explosion as he just drops the gun and begins running in Reno's direction, your motorcycle being faster than his cyber legs. You reach Reno before him, but he is mad dashing your way.
I'm gonna sling myself on and give him a little wave with one hand and a shot with the other.
Make your attack roll.
Okay. Still too far, but we'll see. We'll see. You never know. Nope.
Another shot goes wide. He, seeing that you get on the motorcycle, he waits for a split second, just to see which way Jinx would go. Jinx, are you going back to the apartment, or are you going the opposite way?
No, I'm gonna be zigzagging and taking different routes.
Okay,
I'm
then...
gonna try and lose him in the alleyways and stuff.
Alright, the moment he sees you go not towards him, but away, he just jogs back through the alleyway.
Well, that was interesting. The fuck?
He just came at me after I picked up some presents. Got a big thing on his arm. I've never seen anything like it. Right? I haven't seen any kind of tech like that before. It seems. Does that seem pretty advanced for what's usual?
Well, it's an unusual weapon, that's for sure. But it's not something so rare that you would have never seen it before. You've probably seen like a prototype, or maybe like if you were ever looking at like the IEC catalog of upgrades.
Right.
That would have been part of it somewhere.
But it does look like it's IEC make. Does that
It
look like
does.
something that they would be normal? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's the type of weapons they would probably make.
Okay. Yes, just another one of IEC's goons as usual. I might have to find some place to lay low.
Well, that makes two of us. He chased me the other day, so. I
That's the
think have
same
a-
man.
So I think he has eyes on us constantly.
I mean, we can do things to the apartment, but not that much.
Guess for now we'll head back and tell the others. Not much else we can do.
Do we have a way of contacting Control, I think their name was? That's not just going to their house directly?
Mr. White does.
You do, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, nobody else took her number or wanted to have
Connect,
it downloaded to their
right.
agent. Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's funny that you bring that up because that's my next move.
Well, nice. I was gonna text. I will text Mr. White while we're in the back of the on the car, and give him the details that someone's tailing us from IEC that's targeted both me and Jinx. And see if Control might know something to do to what to do about it. Maybe
Trends did tell you that Mulhand Steel was chasing y'all
that's true.
because the Uncle Al told her.
That's right.
So you would know that.
Also, speaking of trends, you grabbed the C4 and ran to where with it?
Well, she's got a bunch of cars in the garage. She grabs a car and as she's driving, she may facilitate she took a small amount of C4 and a fire extinguisher portions, like a small one, about this big, one of those small handheld things.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like duct taping as she goes the C4 to the outside of the fire extinguisher, and then putting the detonator on the side of the C4, and then putting the propulsion fire extinguisher. And Anino knows where this is going.
You're gonna try to make a very tiny improvised missile. I'm gonna ask you to make a tech check.
Cool. I can do that. 22.
Yeah, 22 is high enough. You're able to, as you drive, to, like, from time to time, just stitch things together, take back the wheel, stitch things together. By the time you reach the position of Reno and Jinx, you see them pass by you on Jinx's motorcycle. I'm gonna ask you to make a perception check.
Cool. 17.
An AV is taken off nearby. It looks too sleek, too clean, too high-tech to be in this part of town. And with the 17, I would also add that through the tinted windows, you do see the bloodied face of one Mulhand Steel.
Cool.
Oh, that's right. I broke his nose,
You did break his nose.
motherfucker.
Can I do This is gonna sound so bad. Can I have a drive-by improvised missile launch?
Do it.
It wouldn't be Friday night if we didn't have something that sounded absurd.
I'm just gonna say, when you were talking about setting that up, I pictured you just like duct taping a fan and C4 onto a bicycle and just having it go.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's a fire
say...
extinguisher. You always go with the fire extinguisher. You can just knock it and send it flying if you do it right.
that's gonna be a marksmanship roll.
Wow, okay. Do not have that a lot of, but we shall see.
And we're gonna add the fact that it's unfamiliar equipment.
Okay.
And it's also a complex task. because you're doing it driving by.
Alright. Out of curiosity, do I have this is gonna be hilarious, y'all. With a -7 modifier, this is gonna be hilarious.
And as far as
I mean, she was just told to make a mess.
yeah, I'm just trying to see like what would, because it's not going to really be opposed by anything, because he can't really leave the car, but I want to check like how. So I think we'll say it's a DC 15.
Okay.
To see if you angled it right. Remember,
Cool.
you have luck points if you wanted to.
I'm probably gonna spend 2 of my luck points on this because it is. I want to see if this works. Probably won't, but we'll see. That's an 11. That's actually not bad. I rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, and then +2 is 13. So I hit it. I fired a 13.
The contraption does not hit the car. It misses it by a few inches. And instead explodes on the side of a building nearby. Can you roll 8d10, please?
I can.
If you roll at least 45 points of damage, something might happen to the car.
Aw, man, 39.
You left a gigantic hole in the side of an apartment building.
But I did block his vision for a little bit.
Inside the apartment, a man sitting in his bathtub goes, no, 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 and falls down on the street. Good job, you've heard Cleveland. The car is caught, the AV is caught in like the draft of concrete powder and smoke. And takes a while to veer off of it because it was just taken off. That means that I'll say for at least his first check, he's gonna have the obscured penalty.
Then she hauls ass out of there and just clicks her teeth and says, "Now would be the time to run. I made a mess." Because she knows that both Jinx and Reno are in range.
Yes, they are. What's...
Also, watch out for the AV. I really want one, but I don't think I can have that one.
Driving is under which skill again?
It's just drive. There's a drive skill. I have driving.
No, I know it's a skill. What I mean is which stat is linked to it. I think it's either Dex or Reflex. I just don't remember which one of the two.
It's a control skill, so...
Yeah, but there's no control stat.
Well, I can tell you.
I just need to scroll back up to the page. There we go. Driving reflex. Oh, he's good in reflexes. That's a shame. Alright, so I would like Trins and Jinx to make driving checks.
What? Oops, sorry. 18. Okay, 16.
Jinx, you rolled as high as he did. Oh no, because I didn't put in the penalty. Shoot, what's the penalty? -4? Yeah, no, you actually both clear out of there before the AV has enough time to clear away from the cloud of dust and smoke. And thus you race back to the apartment. You both heard, by the way, Jinx and Reno, you both heard the sound of a major explosion behind you.
Not going to ask. Not going to ask.
That's
Not
why I
going to
swerved a
ask.
little bit.
And with that, we're just gonna pan back to the apartment. To both Mr. White and Ximenez. Actually, Ximenez. That morning, you received a dog. You went jogging. You came back to the apartment.
No, I think
Or
I was
not.
going to the Club Underground
Oh,
for
okay.
morning training.
So we'll pan to Club Underground then. As you come in, the gym is empty, save for LFA. It's still early in the morning. People are bound to show up soon enough.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like Ximenez had an agreement with Crazy Princess that they would be working on building up her ring game prior to the match. So he's expecting, or at least waiting for her there while he's got the dog in tow.
Mm-hmm.
But he will greet El Jefe and check in with him and see what he has to say about all the going-ons.
Well, LFA starts by looking at you, then at the dog, then back at you. Sighs and says, "Please tell me the videos aren't real."
No, they're not real. This isn't even her dog. She sent it as a prop, essentially. So, yeah.
Okay. That is not how we do things. She sprung that on you?
She did. So I had a meeting or a run-in with her dad, and her dad was not a fan of my promo. We can put it that way, and instructed her to play the face in our little feud, and to make me look bad.
She's usually the eel, though.
Yeah, but I can work with this. I have a couple of ideas, so it's not going to be a big problem. But I'm going to need a couple of guys to dress up as cops. We're going to shoot a little vignette of them arresting me. And then, we should have her in the show tonight to do a contract signing for our match.
I have a guy that I know who I can get cop uniforms from. How many do you need? I think
Just
I can
2.
go up to... Okay, I was going to say 6, so...
Yeah, no, we'll do 2. And I need some guy to basically be the stooge. We're going to frame him as the person who was working in cahoots with Crazy Princess to shoot that video.
Do you have someone in mind?
I don't know. Who needs a rub?
We could go with Brick.
Yeah. It was Brick around the same size of Ximenez?
Yeah, roughly the same size. He's a bit... well, is Ximenez a lightweight or a heavyweight?
He's a heavyweight, but he's on the lighter side, so he's
Okay.
not one of those.
Yeah, Brick too. He's like on the very end of lightweight, very beginning of heavyweight. He's lean, but has like muscle mass.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that way because we'll just say that he put on one of my masks and went out to do this thing.
All right. Well, then we're just gonna have to wait until everyone shows up.
Yeah.
I'll let you get to your things. Just make sure that your prop doesn't shit all over the ring.
Well, little person is actually pretty well behaved.
Did you give him a name?
Her, but
Her?
apparently the tag says Fiona, but I don't think that really rings here. We'll figure out a name later.
It's a dog. It won't even realize what name it's got.
I don't think that's true.
Sure. Well, anyway, I'll be in my office if you need me.
Okay.
And it takes maybe about 20 minutes before the first couple of wrestlers show up for their training and their warm-up. Was there anything specific you wanted to do in the meantime, or you're just waiting around to see, like, waiting to see when Crazy Princess will show up?
Yeah, he'll wait for Crazy Princess, but he'll be doing some training of his own in the ring, just getting loosened up and just keeping up with his cardio.
She arrives around 10, almost 10:30. Dressed like she was last time. Gym wear. Nothing extravagant, nothing inappropriate for training either. Like someone who actually would take it somewhat seriously.
Okay. So Ximenez is just sitting on the ring apron and waves politely. He's not really pleased that she's in so late because they have a lot of work to do, but he's picking and choosing his battles right now.
Hey, I don't have a whole lot of time today. My schedule is pretty booked. Daddy booked me a bunch of doctor appointments. But I have a few hours, so what did you have in mind?
So I want to just go over a couple of moves that I want to make sure that we rehearse, because I want this to look as believable as possible for our match. And I just kind of want to go over what the psychology of this match is going to be, because I think I have a way to make it look really good for everyone. But before we do that, I got to talk to you about that video that you put out there.
Oh, yeah. Did you like it?
I admire your enthusiasm and that you're starting to really get into this, but I would prefer if you took your cues from me instead of your dad, because what you did was kind of not in line with what we sort of established so far. So let me just explain some of the ring psychology here for you. In general, you got to stay consistent with your character, and so if people perceive you as the bad guy, you got to make sure that you do bad guy things, because at the end of the day, your audience perception of you is incredibly important. I know you want to become famous, and I know that you want to become respected, but the way to do that is not just by playing a good guy, because there are plenty of other people who are baby faces who are real shitheads in real life. Hulk Hogan. So
who's that? He died like 60 years ago.
Yeah, just say. Anyway, so I need you to embrace being the bad guy in this. First of all, it's a lot easier to get over with people by playing a bad guy, because if you play a really bad guy very well, people will respect you in this business.
Oh. It's just I've always wanted to be the good guy. Daddy just makes me be the bad guy because apparently it's easier for him.
And that may very well be. It might be good for you too. I think it will be good for you because, no offense, but a lot of the wrestling fans are not very rich people. They don't come from a background like yours, and they will resent you for it. So if they're going to resent you for it, you might as well play into that, because they're going to continue paying money and hoping to see that you will get your face beaten in. But here's the thing, that's not going to happen, because you're going to keep winning, and it's just going to get them angrier and angrier and make them put more money down to see you in more matches, hoping that you get your comeuppance. But they will not get that until the very end. But that's just dozens and dozens of matches down the line. So will you do this for me? Because in the long run, it's going to be a lot better for you.
So I just need to stay a bad guy to make more money and make people like me?
Yes, professional wrestling fans are weird like that. But eventually, when if you continue to work at this, I promise you, people will buy into you and what you're doing, and you will achieve the goals that you want. But it's a lot easier to play the bad guy. And here's why. It's because in order to be a good hero, you need the audience to care about you. And that's what I did with my promo, because their experience reflected the things that I was talking about.
Oh.
The thing is, it's a lot easier for me to connect with them on that level than it is for you to do so. So by you playing the bad guy, you'll establish your character much easier. And plus, you don't have to do as many complicated technical moves, the moves that I do, because bad guys just cheat all the time.
Oh, yeah, no, that was part of my original persona.
Yeah, so we're going to work with that. I'm going to teach you some things that'll look painful and look really, really cheap shoddy, but they aren't going to hurt. And likewise, I'm going to show you how to take hits without getting too banged up either.
Okay. I think I'm ready to start.
Cool. All right. And so I am going to need you to also make an appearance tonight.
I don't know if I'm going to have time for it, but when?
I'll just say whenever we have a show tonight. It's going to be at the end, because I want this to be I want one more chance for us to really sell our match. And by you showing up for something that will take no more than 20 or 30 minutes tops, I'm guarantee you we're going to sell out this place if we do this.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, should I turn my soft skill off then? Or do I leave it on?
Leave it on for now, and we'll see how it works out.
Okay. All right. I'm ready to go.
Okay. And we don't have to do the rest of this, but as they're working, he will explain how the final promo is going to lay out tonight.
All right. Just out of curiosity, I said soft skill, but it's chipware.
Chipware, yeah.
All right. You realize, what's your skill level in performance?
7.
Okay. She's halfway your level.
Okay.
Easy.
With the chipware?
Yeah. It
Okay.
seems like sometimes you will go in to make a move, and she'll be able to anticipate what you do very easily. And
Okay.
other times she's just dumbfounded or surprised by what's happening. It's like she's got a few It's like if someone had implanted like move sets of certain wrestlers, but
Mhm.
not all of them. So in
Okay.
some situations, she herself is never like she's trained physically, but not for that specific purpose.
Okay.
But yeah, and you realize that, you know, this chip is kind of cheap way to anyone with money could basically have like become a pro wrestler overnight by just
Right.
uploading what they want.
Sure. Well,
Which
I
is-
mean, he will see that, and he will, because he might resent that a little bit. He does resent that a little bit, but at the end of the day, Ximenez knows that doing cool moves in the ring is great, but what gets you over in the end is your character work and your matches and creating memorable moments, and that's something that implanted reflexes just won't be able to pull off.
Yeah. She would
So,
need a bunch of other chips for that.
Right.
And also talent. But she holds her own. And after about 2.5 hours, that's when she needs to leave.
Okay.
And a few minutes afterwards, LFA comes out of his office, goes to the front door of the gym, and picks up a box. He says, the cop uniforms are here. We have a few guys already that could use a break. Brick's here. So, do you want to shoot it?
Yeah, let's do it.
He gets the uniforms out. They're a little tight. A little short. In the sense that they're wearing short shorts. And very tight shirts. The accessories are there. I mean, they have like a belt with everything and a badge, a cap.
Ximenez is just standing there like this. Those aren't even bike cop uniforms, Hefe.
Well, they're cop uniforms. We can crop them out with the camera and just show them from the waist up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just that the audience is going to see this and they're going to laugh. But you know what? It's fine. We'll make do with what we got. I don't know. I mean, even this might be the birth of a new tag team in this club.
Yeah, we'd have to get our own, though. Also, I really hope, he says, looking at the box, I really hope they went to be cleaned first.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
Couple of the guys will take the uniforms and go put them on. Are you filming that now, or is this something that you want happen later that night?
No, we'll film it now because we want to put it out there, and then and then as he's explained to Hefe, he's like, okay, so we'll film this now, we'll put this out there, and then you need to put out some ads saying that Crazy Princess will be at the show tonight to do a live contract signing for the match.
You sure she's gonna show up?
I think so. If not, well, we'll figure something else out.
All right. And with that, we're gonna rewind the clock a bit and go to Mr. White back at the apartment. After calling Trins and Jinx, what do you do?
After that, I dial the bat phone to Control.
Control picks up. in the same strange voice that you've always heard.
So, I need a quick job done really fast. You can send me the bill after, and I'll be happy to pay. I need you to track, and I ping the location. Anything weird that happens there, anyone that doesn't belong, something that doesn't look right, and track them. Rule out the people on my team. You've seen all of them, I think. But I want to know where the person that was trying to chase them goes.
I can do that for you. How long do you want me to track them?
Until, well, to find out where their next stop is.
Okay. I'm looking. You can hang up. I'll call you back.
Thank you.
And by the time Jinx's motorcycle and Trenz's car arrive at the apartment, you hear the sound of the motors outside, and almost, like, at the same moment, Control's agent goes off.
Excellent. What did you find?
Seems that your little hound works for IEC. Went
Interesting.
straight to their office. Even parked in a VIP spot. I don't know what your team did, but you sure pissed off one of the higher-ups.
I'm very, very interested in. Can you just snap a photo of that VIP spot? Or trace who it might belong to? I don't know that it belongs to the person that drives that car. But it may belong to the person that they're going to see.
Well, cameras aren't well placed in that parking lot. Really, it would be very easy to make away with one of these cars. I can't see the name. Seems like the car is hiding the plaque, but it does seem to be a reserved parking lot. The one next to it belongs to a Mr. Murphy.
Interesting. Just as I suspected, WorldSat and IEC have a connection.
Maybe they're... An ambassador? That's interesting.
Mr. Murphy's an ambassador?
To IEC from WorldSat. I didn't find anything fishy between the two companies, though.
No, but trace Mr. Murphy. Murphy's the connection. That person is Mulhand Steel. From everything I've heard, all the little birdies keep chirping.
Sure, let me do some research.
Oh, Trins can... Well, actually, I think we already got a dossier on him. Assassin, high-tech, geared by probably IEC, I don't know. But well-financed, not cheap. Murphy's got a lot of money.
Steel? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know Steel.
Oh, okay. You meant on Murphy. Okay.
Yeah, it's that Murphy person that I need to... Give me just a moment.
If Crazy Princess and his daughter and her shenanigans as a wrestler help you as another research point, you can always use that to your advantage.
I have him here. Xavier Murphy. No, I think he just happens to share a last name. He's
Not connected to Mr. John.
Nah, Xavier is... Unless it's a facade, but I have here his file. He's been working for IAC for 30 years. head of human resources.
Okay. I like it. I like where this is going. What if John Murphy's the facade? WorldSat has no reason to put up things in the city for more towers or whatever. Now IEC trying to get a stronghold to be able to connect some dots, and for in the name of Militech, who everybody hates. Now that makes much more sense to me. If I'm doing a power play, I ain't doing it for controlling the waves and controlling what's on TV. Granted, that's one way to manipulate the masses. What it doesn't do, though, is actually control the physical placement of things. You just modify behavior with that. Here, you actually control what they do.
I will get back to you with what I can find.
Excellent.
I will send you my bill. That's going to be a little more expensive if I do have to make some research.
That's fine. I'll send $1,000 retainer as soon as I can, and you tell me what the difference is.
Gladly.
Have a lovely, lovely time chasing that rabbit.
And she hangs up. The rest of the group, aside from Ximenez, have entered the building.
I want that AV. I really, really, really want that AV.
We can try and maybe get it.
About then, you actually hear Mr. White link into everybody and say, so, at some point, I think we need to steal Mulhand Steel's car. The camera placement seems to be vulnerable due to our little friend Control. And I know at least one, booster that lives in this apartment, and he's got a sister. So I figure we've got at least two people that can do something, and one of them's better than him. So,
I get to boost the car.
you get to boost a flying car.
I get to boost a flying car after I attempted to shoot him out of the air with an improvised missile. I'm liking today. Today's fun.
Is that what you did with that? Lovely. It was enough of a distraction, enough of a disturbance for Control to track down who did not belong.
Are we inside yet, or is this on the phone? Okay.
This is on
I
the
am
phone
going
at this
to-
point.
I mean, we're on the comms, but
You're in the building, but everyone's
Okay.
like Mr.
Yeah.
White didn't bother to get out of his apartment to greet you.
Right.
Nope.
Once I get into Mr. White's apartment, I am just going to take the liberty of taking. I'm assuming there's still medical supplies that kind of sit out. I just take a wad of gauze and I start bandaging myself up.
Nothing's sitting out in my apartment.
No, nothing's sitting
Nothing's
out.
sitting out in my apartment.
If there's nothing
Everything
sitting
is,
out, I will.
Everything is sterile and locked in cabinets.
Of
Do you know
course,
what kind of building we
pristine.
live in?
You never know. You never know.
You-
In that case, instead of asking, I actually just peel off my shirt, rip off a shred of it, and then bandage my wounds.
Fair enough. And he'll wander over to a cabinet, pull out bandages, and walk over and say, "Can I take a look at it?"
I'm fine.
I know you're fine. I just asked if I could take a look. I didn't say there's anything wrong with you.
He's a
I just
professional.
peel back the. It was the three bullet shot. No,
Two
I think they
bullets.
missed 2 bullets. Yeah, I just peeled back the shoulder where there's 2 bullet holes. Clean through. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, it looks good. You'd heal right up on your own without a problem. Yeah, no biggie. Just let me do a little bit here, a little bit there. Make it a little easier on you.
I'm fine.
I know, but we don't want you to have arthritis in that shoulder when you're older. You
I
still gotta
already
be
have
able to-
arthritis in my shoulder.
Well, then let me try and fix that too.
I'm already on 3 different kinds of pain medications. I'm fine, White. I'm fine.
I'm not arguing. I'm just asking permission.
I
And
will
I'm
just say,
saying no.
I
Well,
will just
then.
say that he does a very good job in
No is what I needed to hear. I'm fine can be a lie. No is an answer.
I've been in fights before, much worse than these. He's
I
got
didn't
some
doubt
fancy
that.
tech, though. I'll say that.
And while she does all of that, I'm just going to be sizing up everything that's there, looking at the motion in her shoulder as she moves it around to prove to me that she's fine. Because I'm assuming you're doing all the body language to be like, I'm fine,
just
leave her
wincing,
alone.
wincing a little bit as it moves, but you
Yeah.
know.
And,
what kind of tech do you have around that shoulder, Trent? Not Trent, but Reno.
I don't have any tech along the shoulder. What I have is the eye implants, and then I have the forearm down.
Okay.
That's robotic arm.
Then yeah,
The
it
first
hit
aid to
flesh.
do,
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a first aid to kind of give it a once over and diagnose.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't
I know.
worry about
I'm
me.
just looking.
If I come back with fevers and shakes, then I will let you treat me. How about that?
I'm just looking.
I want to see. I'm gonna roll. I want to see how poorly I do this, but she's not gonna back down. 7. Okay, so poorly, but it's fine. She's still not gonna let you touch her.
I'm not asking to touch. I'm actually asking Simon what I roll to be able to size it up from a distance.
Oh, I
You're-
got you. Yeah, I
You're
got
a doctor. You don't need to roll for bullet wounds. I think you've
No, no,
seen
no,
pretty
I-
enough of that.
But I'm looking at the movement. I want to know what it hit, what it didn't hit. I want to see, is there actually arthritis in that shoulder? Are there any, does it look like maybe it's a cartilage thing that's impeding any movement? If there is a hitch in a movement, is it related to the wound? Basically, when she says, I can, fix it, can I fix more and have her come back feeling even better and be like, what was that?
I'd say not a first aid, but a perception check.
Okay. We'll see what I can gather from a distance then.
Hmm.
I'll push that with 2 luck just to find just to see what we have for to push it to a 15. See if that helps with that threshold at all.
Well, yes, because the average DC in this game is 14, and so with a 14, you would see that one of her bullet hole is blinking.
You're not fine. You're tracking. Someone's tracking you with that bullet.
I looked down at it. Do I see the blinking?
If you like, it's kind of hard because
I popped my JAMA at that point.
the blinking is from inside the hole.
And I will take my
You could take
agent
your
out.
phone and like film it, and then
Yeah,
you
well,
would
that's
see
what I
it.
was going to do is take my agent out to actually reverse the camera and just hold it up so she can see it.
Yeah.
I'm not
I am
lying.
going to reach over my shoulder, bristle myself, and see if I can reach in the hole and fish it out. She's not afraid of pain.
No, this is entertaining.
This is going to be a. We'll say it's a first aid check with unfamiliar equipment.
Sure. Unfamiliar equipment. There we go. Ooh.
You actually take. Where's my mouse? You actually take an extra 2 points of damage as you
Okay.
only manage to make the bullet hole bigger.
Will you just let the doc look at it? Like,
No,
fix it, whatever?
No. It has to come from her. No coercion, no nothing. Seriously, we don't treat patients under duress.
I'm not saying you need to treat it. I'm just saying that you had the tools. I mean, I can get a good pair of pliers. I can pull that right out. And you don't
Get
need
it out. Get it out. I just turn my shoulder down.
Okay. I said,
Hand all covered in blood. She's tough. She's a tough cookie. She was
I know she is.
dry.
I set my gauze down on the table and I head back to the cabinet. Well, a forceps and a scalpel. And
A
all that
bone
fun
saw.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Bone saw.
We're gonna get this out.
We're gonna get you a matching one. Don't worry. What's your favorite color?
Hey, you're not trapped with some big, death bot coming after you, so we're okay. I don't have to remove it this time. Yeah, I'll pull. I'll extract it.
It's a regular, because you have the tools, a regular first aid.
All right. And while I do, I want to see what else I can learn. Oh, an 18.
Wow, you succeed, even with a complete failure. And
I was.
Be
I-
any more gentle.
you plug the bullet out. And you notice it's not, like, because the bullet hit where her shoulder blade is.
Mhm.
It did not go into, like, up to the bone, though, because your armor basically absorbed a lot of the impact.
Right.
So the shard of the bullet is easy to remove. And then you notice that from the shard is this, like, very thin filament, the head of which is blinking faintly. Like a lead hair, if you will.
Excellent. So I take that. I show everyone I wasn't lying. I wouldn't have done that to you, I promise. And Trims, is there anything you can get off of this while the jam is up and they can't actually tell that you're fucking with it?
Well, I can do a lot of things with it, but only see.
I'm
Take
gonna
it.
shrug my jacket off as well and toss it over to Trends. Fix that when you've got a chance to.
Cool, I can do that. I can make it better.
I'm sure you can. It's my lucky jacket. Don't tear it up.
You want the exploding buttons?
Exploding buttons? Are
Yeah.
you trying to get it killed? I can't heal that if a chest explodes.
No, the ones you take it off and you click it and you throw it. I saw it in a
You-
movie, so I tried it and I figured out how to do it. It was really cool.
You're just trying to figure out how to use more of that C4 that you don't have.
I can do that without C4, although with a C4 that would be even cooler.
I'm going to busy myself pulling the shit that I got from Nightjack out of my bag, which y'all, I think y'all will have to help me remember. I know I got the EMP like pipe bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I got
This
a
the
tracking
nightstick.
the nightstick.
Yeah,
And then did I get like tracking bullets or something?
There was a rifle that was like 3D printed that had you got the fancy bullets, and then there was the 3D printed.
yeah, but the
gun that
3D
had-
printed
No.
one you didn't
Oh no, I
buy
told
it.
him to wait on that. I
on
told
that
him
because
to
you
find
wanted
me
a
something
smaller
small.
version.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What
I
do
got
you want me
3
to?
things though. I can't remember what it. Maybe I only got 2.
No, you only got 2 out of everything.
Okay, so the EMP and the nightstick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What did and the extra bullets? But those were things that you wanted.
Yeah.
What would you like me to do with this bullet with the tracker on it?
I just want to know what you know. Like, can you analyze it to find out its make, model?
Oh yeah, I can do all that.
Where?
I can't do anything hardware on it, but sure.
Yeah, I just need to know that because it gives off a signal. The fact that it gives off a signal means it goes somewhere. If there's a signal that goes somewhere, that's something Control can track.
Okay.
And maybe even use as an entry point into their system.
Cool. So, Cybertech
For
basic tech?
for the lead?
for yeah.
Yeah, for the lead that would be Cybertech.
21.
I like how my roll 20 lagged and you just said 21 out of like nowhere. And I was like, yeah,
You can see the
seems
future.
legit. Seems legit. Like seems like something she would roll. With a 21, it definitely has some sort of faint tracking, but it's more because you know there's not a lot of hardware inside a hair, and it doesn't seem to be nanotech either. So you, with a 21, are confident that it acts more like an RFID chip, except with a greater range.
Oh,
Cool. They didn't track you, they just tagged you.
What's
could
the
track him
difference?
later.
Now you're it, and you need to tag him back.
Okay, so it's not about them finding you, it's about them counting you and apparently being able to pull you out of somewhere. And basically, I'm pretty sure that everybody that they pulled into a van was probably tagged in such a manner. So if any of their vans are running around, they've got the RFID riot things falling out the window, and they can say, "Oh, wait, that's one of ours," and then they,
Tagged and bagged. Got it.
yeah.
Oh.
But
And
what
with-
for?
oh, sorry.
What can we do to we need to figure out a way to actually put that somewhere to set people up. So store that somewhere where it can't give a signal. Oh, inside a lead box or something. We'll use it later on them. Now, if you don't mind, Reno, since you already let me pull that out, I do have gauze right here that you could use. I could also make it nice and
I'll take the gauze
clean.
and gently poke it into my holes. Is it essentially? I'll be fine. I'd let him do that much, but I just kind of stare at him deadpan as I'm just poking it into my
That's
hole.
fine. That's not how you applied that, but I can show you the technique if you'd like. I can try and wrap Trins. Will you let me borrow your shoulder and I can show her how to wrap it?
But I'm gonna need it.
Okay, Jinx. Will you be my model and let me show her how to wrap her arm appropriately?
For what
Yeah,
reason
sure.
would they be tagging and bagging people?
Oh, you
Why?
didn't see? They've been stealing people all over. That's what all your documents about.
Yes, but I just didn't think that they'd be stealing me.
Well,
You're
They
special. and
usually go for the junkies, the
Mhm.
psychos.
And your tech is probably compatible with their stuff.
I don't know.
To be
But I
fair,
got-
it may be a last minute solution. Get one of us in there.
You said I could steal a
if we can
car.
protect against.
You said I could steal the car.
We're gonna steal the car. I don't know when, but we're gonna steal the car.
And with that, we're gonna go to break. We have a
Good,
surprise
because
drink
somebody
break.
needs out.
We'll be right back.
my name's Anino, and you might know me from such hit streams as... Well, forget about that. You probably don't know me at all, but thank you for tuning into the Wandering DM channel. Now, if there's anything I've learned from playing tabletop role-playing games with Simon, it's that being extra goes a long way. So like all of my peers on this channel, I leveled up with Level Up Dice. Level Up Dice creates luxury dice made from the most sought-after materials, and doing that in limited runs to ensure that your set is truly a collector's item. Do you know that Wandering DM is a Diceomancer? It's true. If you make your Level Up Dice purchase through clicking the Diceomancer banner below, you're going to support this channel and ensure that I continue to get more opportunities to wear this sexy smoking jacket. Now, your show will return shortly. Until then, this is Anino signing off and encouraging you to be your most thoughtful selves. Take care, everybody.
Hey there, everyone. We are back. Before we head back into the game proper, we have a giveaway. So, let's go. And, what should be our keyword today? Alright, we'll say bullet. So to anyone who wants to perhaps get a PDF copy of the Cyberpunk Red Jumpstart Kit, go in and type in !bullet. Alright, so if you want your copy of the Cyberpunk Red Jumpstart Kit, go ahead and put in !bullet. We will draw that in a few minutes. Let's go back to the apartment for a second. We love it when a plan goes well.
A plan comes together.
Comes together, yeah.
Yeah.
Trins.
I understand. You didn't have a cigar, so it's really hard to say it right.
Also, I only half remembered it. Which is why I have coffee with me. Maple flavored coffee.
How Canadian of you.
Wow, it's not that great. It's not found familiar, so don't worry. It's maple syrup coffee flavor, and it's not that great. I bought a liter of it.
And I'm not helping you with that.
I dug my own grave. So, Trins, you have Reno's armor that needs to be repaired. Yes, spare me, please. Reno, your bullet wounds were plugged. Speaking of bullet, Fenthisa is our winner. Congratulations. please send me a Twitter DM or a Twitch private message so I can get your, and send me your email address so I can send that to our Talsorian and they can send you your Jumpstart Kit. Was there anything that the rest of the group wanted to do at the apartment?
Ximenez is going to bring the dog back, for sure.
Okay. We'll say for... Oh, sorry.
The only other thing she would do is have Mr. White check on her brother, because, you know... Kava's not bad, but he's Kava.
Alright. So it's about at this time that Ximenez comes back with the dog as, does Mr. White acquiesce to, Trince's request for you to check up on our brother?
Yeah, I mean, Reno is dead set on oozing for a while, so I will excuse everyone from my apartment, and then I will go and check on Trince's brother.
All right. So, Ximenez, as you walk up the stairs, you notice Mr. Frost. You basically cross path with him.
What's up?
So, how are the plans?
All right. I guess we're gonna have to house the Under Terrier for a little while longer.
The Under Terrier. It's a good name. It's fitting.
Yeah. He holds up the Under Terrier, and it's now the Under Terrier is dressed up in that old school Undertaker outfit with the tilted hat and everything.
Mr. White will smile and reach out and give the dog a few scritches under the chin. Everything in place? Do you need anything from me?
No, I'm good. What are you guys up to? I have a show tonight, so...
I don't know. Trins blew up something. We traced Mulhand Steel back to IEC, parked next to someone named Xavier Murphy instead of John Murphy. I'm not sure if it's an alias. I have control running that down. I'm not sure how IEC got a hold of us if they're not connected, but it would make a lot more sense for a subsidiary of Militech to be trying to buy up spots around the combat zone than it would for WorldSat. Like, they don't need more antenna arrays. They don't do any of that kind of stuff.
So is it just a cover?
Could be. If you do run into Mr. Murphy again, you should think about possibly calling him by the wrong name.
What name should I call him by? Xavier?
Yeah, Xavier Murphy.
It always
Instead of
pisses people
John
off.
Murphy. Just see if it brings out anything. But you should time it when you think it's appropriate. Obviously, you have the timing of when to tip your hand, when not to. That's not always my forte.
Yeah, well, if I play my cards right, I'll never see him again. But, you know.
That's why I said if. Hopefully we'll have the answer before you ever have to. Or if you do get the opportunity, hopefully it's when we have the upper hand.
Fair enough. So you guys gonna do anything tonight? Am I gonna have to
have
make
a
sure
show to go to with, like, I don't know, like, is this the one that we have tickets to and all that stuff? Is this the cage match or is this a different one?
No, it's just a regular house show.
Oh, well then, yeah, I can be there. I already got people lined up to go to the cage match.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, from the hospital.
Yeah,
Handful of them.
hopefully tonight we'll sell the rest of the house out and maybe get some buys on the data pool. So
That'd be good. That'd be
Yeah.
good.
more money. Gotta get a t-shirt rolling too.
Do you want me to reach out to anybody and see if maybe I can add to the attendance?
Nah, But I don't know anybody in this town, so if you know a girl who knows how to print some T-shirts out, and I could use some to boost my brand a bit.
Do you got the images, or you need something designed?
Probably something designed. Shouldn't be too complicated. I just want maybe fucking legit and Ximenez somewhere, and go from there. Keep it simple.
Do you like an overstated X that looks like it was painted on, like the paint brush stroke kind of thing?
Yeah, I'll defer to the artist. It's not really my forte.
No needs other than make sure the name is visible and the fucking legit.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the phrase is the star. I mean, you're obviously the star, but on the ship.
Yeah. It's gonna be like that old school Austin 316 shirt. This will be
Understandable.
Will be it.
What size are you?
Extra large.
All right. And are these also for like people in the crowd? Do they need to be passed out or something?
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna sell this. It's just that Club Underground doesn't really have a whole merchandise thing set up right now, so we're on our own.
I will see what I can get rolling, and if I can get any to the show to make some surprise like promo opportunities to be able to like point to, maybe take a picture with a fan wearing one or something to kind of boost the merch's visibility. Does that sound good?
Yeah, we can do that.
Awesome. I'll see what I can do. Anything else that I can do for you?
No, I'm good. But if anything's going down, could you wait after the show? Because I want in.
Awesome. I'm hoping nothing else goes down right now. If anything, we're going to have party crashes, and I'm really hoping not during your show. You've got other things to deal with. Enough variables.
Yeah, we'll see.
Excellent. I am all for it. So, I gotta head to Carver's and check on Trent's brother. Anything that you need from him?
Carver? No way.
Well, not services. He's got some medical supplies. I don't know if not that you would enhance anything, but I don't know if anything's ailing you. Some athletes have chronic pain they deal with.
Hale and hearty at the moment, and looking to stay that way. So,
all right then. If you're good to go, I will leave you to your newfound friend there. Kind of a found familiar, if you don't mind the pun.
Damn it! Why didn't I think of that?
I assume you would have come up with it eventually. Just trying to see if I can channel my inner marketing thing as I help with the t-shirt piece.
Oh man. No, but I should get some coffee for tonight.
Sounds good. Do we need to pass that out in the crowd?
No.
Okay.
It launched into the little cannons and just beans everywhere.
I totally
Yes.
Make it rain.
All right.
Cool.
I will leave you to your business.
So you make your way to. It's not Carver's appointment. It's he's been resting in Trince's apartment. Well, the one next door, which she made a hole into, so now it's also her apartment, or an extension thereof.
Right. He's not at Carver's anymore. He's at Trince's. Good point. Yeah, make my way down there. Check on the party guest.
You find Mercutio on the couch watching whatever is the projector, whatever.
Combat Cab?
Sorry, Combat Cab, episode of Combat Cab that the projector is showing onto the wall. It's a rerun, but guy's been in jail. You have no idea if he had access to combat cab.
So, how you feeling?
It goes. You, I don't remember who you are. I think I
Oh,
remember
I should-
seeing you.
I should perform introductions, shouldn't I?
Eh,
Is he your boyfriend?
God, no. Merc, this is the Doc. Doc, this is my brother Merc.
You doctor?
according to some.
Eh. Ma would have liked you marry a doctor.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That would have been nice. Not this one.
What doctor's gonna let you boost cars? I don't
This is
know of
also-
any.
This is also true.
So, Mercutio it is, right?
Yeah.
And how are you healing? Can you move? Can you stand up? Can you stand on one foot and touch your nose with both fingers? And both hands?
I'm not drunk. He stands up on one foot and touches. He winces with one arm, though.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was
he's able to,
curious
like,
about.
touch with both.
So, the left arm, do that again. You can put the foot down.
Ah, it's still sore. I mean, I got a bullet through it.
Yeah, but is it burning pain, just a sore pain? Is there any sharpness to it? I mean, tough guy thing is fine for everything except for diagnosing what's actually wrong and if you need additional attention.
The way I feel it right now, Doc, I think I'm in need of a masseuse.
Fair enough. And so supposedly your legs were replaced. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Got some brand new spanking legs. Well, part of my old ones are still in there, I figure.
Yeah, from how far down?
Got upgraded. Oh, waist down.
Hmm. Interesting.
Why? When?
Happened not too long ago. I meant to tell you about it. It's just
Yeah, it's just.
I didn't want you to freak out or anything. I got the doc at the prison said I came down with a case of peripheral artery
Mm-hmm.
peripheral artery disease.
And does that at all sound like something that would medically require legs from the waist down, like basically hips and everything?
I mean, I couldn't walk one day.
So
No offense, I
was
didn't tell
asking
you,
Simon.
sis, but wait. Oh,
I was asking Simon,
the-
medically.
peripheral artery disease could lead to amputation with the technology that we have
Yeah, but would it
today.
require all the way up into the hip like that? It seems extreme.
Maybe
unless, of
not
course, you tell
all
me
the
it's
way. Maybe not all the way to the hip, but normally when it affects someone, and I'm just going through like very surface level of medical knowledge.
Yeah, no.
It depends where the clot forms in your veins. So it
Gotcha.
might actually go all the way to your waist.
I got
but
I got a question though.
that'd be weird.
I has a question, and she would ask this
Mhm.
because for her it's like she doesn't understand anatomy, but she understands the function of cars. As far as I'm aware, there isn't an artery that connects both legs. It would only be one at a time, right, Doc? So if you couldn't walk with both of them, that should be something else.
I don't know. Doc told me it was both legs, and it's true. I couldn't get up.
What happened in like the 24 hours before that?
started a while back before that.
Okay.
Mostly ignored it. I thought it was because I was overtraining. Maybe like a couple of weeks. Like the last time you visited me before I got my legs changed, Trince, yeah, I had like a patch on my leg that I couldn't feel anything.
How big of a patch?
Like hand shape.
And was there any discoloration in the skin?
Nah, not that I could see.
Was any? You said you couldn't feel anything. If you pushed on it, did any parts of it feel sore, like in a specific part of the area, not the whole thing? But something sharp, like, I don't know, like somebody had poked you really hard with their finger.
It felt more like I got tased. Or something.
Interesting.
Like, you know, like when you're sitting on your hand too long?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like pins and needles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was it.
Interesting. Where on your leg?
And he shows
far?
you, he like shows you, but just a very general area, as if he didn't know exactly where it began or ended, but it would have been basically both thighs, always above the knee.
Interesting. All right.
So they said that they had to operate ASAP, and state would pay for it. I was like, why not?
Did you happen to have any visitors or anybody that you didn't recognize paying extra attention to you in there? Any rumors? Anything you were told about having to be worried about or to look out for?
No, not that I remember. I mean, a whole lot of the boys came down with something. Not all at the same time, but like the amount of chrome in there is pretty intense.
I just happen to has a small possible concern that you didn't have any problems with your head, right?
Nah, I'm clean, if that's what you mean.
No. Did they operate on your head? Did they put in a port, skill chips, brain dance?
Oh, shit, no. No, brain dance counts as entertainment. We're not allowed to have entertainment inside.
Okay, good. So that's a positive. See, that's positives, right?
Yeah.
Why are you so concerned about it?
Your sister's going to run some diagnostics on your legs and make sure that they're in functioning order. And I know that might be awkward for you, but it's doctor's orders. And I'll see what I can do about a masseuse. But until then, I need her report. Otherwise, I will find a way for her to be able to deactivate them, and you'll be sitting there watching reruns of Combat Cab for the rest of your life.
Dude, that's a whole lot better than jail.
In your sister's apartment?
Whole lot better than my cell.
Okay. He likes you more than you thought.
Muck ain't bad.
I didn't say it was bad.
Prison was just that shitty, man.
I wasn't trying to compare your sister to prison. I'm just saying, be nice to her.
Nah, I've seen a few people in this apartment complex. The landscape is a lot more varied and beautiful than what we had.
Just a forewarning, next 2 doors down is Gina. She be crazy.
All right. Okay.
She thought a badger was an appropriate roommate.
cool. What if I like badgers?
I was just gonna say he's been in prison. I'm not sure that that's a deterrent.
Just don't bring any of those stupid animals back here.
There you go.
Do you want me to roll a cyber tech for these?
Yes, please.
As she's talking. Crit 29.
You look at your brother's legs, and you notice that it's functioning cyberware. Nothing too incredible.
Mm-hmm.
However,
There's the butt.
there's always a but.
Especially when it goes waist up.
Well, his butt, for starters, is cybernetic. He's basically all cyber from the waist down. And that was pretty much the only butt I had.
There you go.
Okay, does it look...
Your brother is a Ken doll.
is it what?
A Ken doll.
Okay, well, I'm not touching that one at all. That's not my problem.
Is there any sort of like signature that's similar to any of the other tech that we've seen that's been sketchy?
No, with
Make,
a
model.
29, actually, you notice that the make and model has been filed off, and that these legs are clearly secondhand.
Uh-huh.
Cool. You know I could do something better with this. I could do something so much better than this.
And I think, let me just check my stuff real quick. They don't have anything special in them. And they are basically the standard leg replacement, albeit refurbished, if you will. But that's it. It's
Nothing traceable.
no, it's just basic replace
Okay.
flesh and bone and muscle with artificial stuff.
And nothing sketchy.
Nope.
All right.
It's actually a... I'm not going to say it's a miracle that he is still stable, but both legs turn to cyberware sometimes takes a heavy toll on a person's psyche.
Mhm.
They would need to be followed by a therapist to make sure everything is still like that, they don't start losing
Mhm.
empathy and treating people like replaceable parts.
All right, well. Do you have anything to scan him, see if there's any other cyber tech in there? Do I have to go get mine?
Always. You know me.
I want to make sure they didn't slip you something while they were redoing your...
So you basically
Right.
scan him for like energy signatures or something?
Well, we just know that they have been shooting people with RFDI chips.
All right. You
And
give
so
him a scan. We'll use your 29 for it. Nothing sketchy. There is, however, a faint... Well, it might be sketchy. There's a faint electrical signal around the crotch area.
She would turn and look at Mr. White and say, "That's your problem."
That's still part of the cybernetics. I will... I'm thinking more something that would either stabilize his psyche to make sure that he didn't go berserk inside prison. after they did this, or an unwanted implant somewhere above the waist.
Oh, I'm, you know, 100% natural above the waist. It's everything's as it were. Right? I
course.
don't
Yeah.
have weird scars. Maybe he looks at himself. Doesn't. You've gave him a once over. He doesn't have any other scars or anything of the sort. No like fake skin plates that could be removed or anything. Like Hawk had.
Okay.
Can I get dressed now?
Please.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think he's fine. If he starts acting hinky, you call him a shrink.
He's needed to shrink since he was 4.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
right here.
I would have said it the same way if you want.
Yeah, I'm fine. If you can get me... Yeah.
So you want to help me boost a car?
I'm not risking going back to jail.
I'll leave at that point. Let the
It's a
siblings have
flying car.
So, I'm on parole.
No one would have to know. I could totally rig it so they would never know. Plus, you could do it probably from here.
Wow. No. I am not,
How?
and my little sister will not risk going to jail either.
Bullshit.
You will not boost a car.
I'd like to see you stop me.
You would break Al's heart if you went to prison.
I would like to see you see me get caught for boosting a car.
I will make sure that you do not come close to any car whatsoever.
Ow.
I'll just follow you around with my agent and call the cops as soon as you touch a car.
You mean this agent? She picks it up from the side of the counter.
That's my agent. Give it back.
Why? You were gonna say you were gonna call the cops on me. Why would I give it back to you?
And he gets up and approaches, and he's like, give it back.
Mm-mm.
Give it, and then there's the eternal brother-sister fight that you haven't had in a while.
No.
Who lives... I need to check the map of the apartment, because I need to pity whoever lives under your apartment at the moment. Because, and you'll understand in a second, he does not fully control his legs. Who's on the 5th floor?
But I has the corner murder apartment, so I don't think anyone actually lives under me.
Actually, no, we haven't put any NPC on the 5th floor. Reno, your 5th floor is empty.
Wow. We really missed that?
Yep, there's an entire floor where nobody lives.
There's just nobody lives there.
But also remember, Trin's put baffles in all of her apartment.
People like ask to move into the 5th floor and just kind of give them an eye and just be like, 4th floor, 3rd door on the left. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, but we really want the 5th floor. No, I just took a look at it, and there's 1st, 4th, 4th, 7th, 6th, 2nd, 1st, 1st, 8th, 4th, 2nd, 6th, 3rd, 8th. No one lives on the 2nd floor either.
You know, the electricity, it's just out. You know, the copper is just... It's not a good time. A lot of leaks, roaches. You just don't want to, don't question it. It's fine.
I heard there was a ghost on one of the floors.
Yeah, that's the 5th floor, all right? Don't go.
Yeah, they pay their rent on time, though.
Yeah, the only fucking one who does.
I always pay my rent on time.
I pay my rent on time, and I do nice things like fix all your shit that the Andersons break, including the laundry room, which somebody should tell them that they should need to stop doing that on the washing machines. Just putting that out there.
I just want to say that Aaron and Brigham, they always pay on time.
That's true.
They
That's
always
true.
show up first of the month, 7 a.m., with their neckties and their white shirt tucked into their gray pants.
Oh, the Mormons. That's right. The Mormons are like down to the penny. It's like little change
Yep.
there, you know. Perfect.
I forgot we call them the extra vanilla virgins.
They probably like maple coffee.
No, they can't have coffee. Remember, it's caffeine.
No, those ones we said they can drink Nicola because of the whole.
Yeah. The
Oh yeah, the
you know, the
new
guy came
ruins.
down and said that Pepsi was fine.
Yeah. So. Moving on to the next day. But first, who goes to the last match of Ximenez before the cage match that night?
And she'd probably drag her brother with her. Be like, here, you want to go see wrestling? Go watch wrestling. You like wrestling? Go watch this.
Did I find a t-shirt vendor?
Ooh, very important.
Oh, easily. You're the guy that knows a guy. A t-shirt vendor is not hard.
That's also a graphic designer that I trust. And can do a quick job.
Yeah, then make a local expert check. I forgot, I thought
Alright.
you just wanted someone to, but no, you had to
No.
design the whole thing.
Ximenez has standards.
I'll say it's a DC 14. If you roll a 20, you get someone that works for exposure. They can somehow turn exposure into cash. I don't know.
Sure, I'll spend the luck then.
This is a sci-fi game. I don't know how this works.
I'll spend the luck then.
The 2 luck? Alright.
Yep.
So, yeah, you found someone that is actually willing to work for free.
And they can turn around at least a dozen of them for tonight. One of them being extra large.
Yeah, everything will be the same size, though.
Okay. A dozen extra large by tonight, and then the rest of the order soon-ish.
Getting them printed.
Cool. Do you happen to have a t-shirt cannon that I can borrow?
I don't have a t-shirt cannon. I'm a graphic designer by trade.
Wait. All right. I'll see who else I can find. Appreciate it. We'll make it worth your while.
I'm pretty sure with a PVC pipe and like a tiny bit of C4, you can make a t-shirt cannon.
I don't need C4. I just need another fire extinguisher.
No, the shirts have to be wearable.
Fire extinguisher. You just adjust you adjust the propulsion out of them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't actually spraying. You're just using it as a propulsion source.
You can also go to the store.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to get my hands on a t-shirt cannon.
You can make a t-shirt cannon. It doesn't even need to be with C4.
So that night, we join a show of hand. Who was going? Okay, so it's the whole group. The whole Scooby gang shows
Oh yeah,
up.
we gotta support our boy.
Ximenez.
Gotta boost him up. Little shoulder rub. Hot towel.
as Ximenez was already, he had left before. Did you bring Fiona with you?
The Underterrier? No.
The Underterrier.
We left the Underterrier crated at home.
Okay, just making sure. Everybody else, when you enter Club Underground that night, the entrance is guarded by 2 very, very hot policemen wearing short shorts.
I like it already.
They just like make a show of flexing their muscles when people come in and telling them to have a good night. They seem to enjoy their role a lot. Oh, of course, they have mirror shades. Because you need to have mirror shades. The ring is set. All around it are either bleachers or folding chairs to sit. Lights are up. Camera drones are flying about. And we start the matches of the night. There's going to be quite a few Ximenezes in one of them.
No.
You're in none of them?
No, he's only here for the promo because remember he's selling that he got arrested earlier, right?
That's true. I forgot. So,
Did you want me to slip you one of those shirts?
Yeah, that would be great.
all right. There's a couple of matches before you don't. No, you actually recognize some of the wrestlers from the friends that came in and fake attacked Ximenez on the street when you guys went to the show at the Forlorn Hope. Insane Macho Assassin was fighting tonight. Super Vixen was fighting tonight. And a few other newcomers. One of them is actually, you are not sure if it's his shtick or not, but he presents himself as an ex-Booster gang member from a, I have to remember, it's a Sculpt gang. So for those of you that don't know what a Sculpt gang, and I'm sorry if it's not the proper term for the Cyberpunk canon, but correct me in chat if I'm wrong. So Sculpt gangs are these booster gangs where they undergo severe reconstructive surgery to look exactly like someone else. There is a gang of criminals in northern Night City that are actually past United States presidents. Just all of them, after they all took like one president and they underwent surgery and got their faces reconstructed. This one tonight, this ex-Booster gang member decided to leave the life of crime. Oh, the poser gangs. Thank you. Decided to leave a life of crime behind to instead turn to something more legit. He is a murderer. He is a destroyer. His name is none other than Strawberry Shortcake. Way. He looks the part. It's surreal. It's his first fight. He's not from Club Underground. He loses. Gracefully. In 15 seconds. The match ends. The evening ends. The lights go out. But wait. And then they go all back up. With one spotlight illuminating the entrance from backstage. Two hot cops are dragging a man. Handcuffs. Well, hands in handcuffs behind his back. A paper bag over his head. And forcing him to kneel in the center of the ring. And you know what happens from there? Yes, she is. She joined you backstage. So she's ready to go wherever you want her to be. Whenever you need her.
Yeah, so Crazy Princess should be in the ring with El Jefe. And before the cop comes out, there should be there should be a folding table out there and chairs, and you'll have like a big white piece of paper with some language on it and a clipboard. And El Jefe is just announcing He's going to say, hey, and now we have the contract signing for this Sunday's steel cage match between Crazy Princess and Ximenez. Fortunately, Ximenez is not here tonight. But we have to do this anyway. So if you would please, Crazy Princess, sign this form.
T-shirt cannon fires off, a T-shirt every, bit and piece as he's talking around into the crowd.
And so Ximenez instructed Crazy Princess to gloat about Ximenez being a false prophet, I guess, and just not being the kind of hero that they all wanted him to be desperately, and that he's going to sit and rot in jail for a long time.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're a monster.
Yeah. So that's what he's instructed her to do, and she's supposed to gloat and just taunt the crowd about that, just to get them really angry with her.
Oh yeah, she says that you have destroyed her livelihood, and then she goes on to list a list of like everything you destroyed at her place. El Jefe has to stop her at some point because the crowd was almost turning to sympathy towards you as she was listing the things you've destroyed.
Yeah, and so that's when the hot cops are going to come in with that
with Brick in a paper bag.
Yeah, and as they're walking out, then new entrance music is going to hit. It'll be Jane by Jefferson Starship, and then behind them, Ximenez just saunters out wearing that new shirt.
She goes, "What's the meaning of this?"
Yeah. So Ximenez just follows them all down, grabs a mic, and hops in the ring, and lets all the hot cops and Brick into the ring. And he's just gonna open up the mic and just say, "Hey, you almost got me there, Crazy Princess. I gotta admit that was a very smart ploy. You are definitely Mr. Murphy's daughter. But here's the thing, is that you hired a dumbass to pose as me," as he tears off the paper bag. A dumbass and a sellout who decided that working for you would be better than working for El Jefe. So you hired this guy to pose as me and destroy your apartment?
Oh, everyone boos.
But, that's, I believe that's libel. I can sue you for this. In fact, maybe I think these cops are just going to have to arrest you too with Brick, and I'm going to press charges. And so he motions for the cops to put her in cuffs.
The cops approach her to put her, and they wrestle with her a bit to put her hands behind her back and get another pair of handcuffs out.
Yeah.
She's like, "This is not gonna end like this."
No, you're right, because you signed a contract, and that's great and all. And I'm going to be the better person here and not have you arrested. And so then he'll let all the cops. He'll just motion the cops aside a little bit. It's like, yeah, it's all right. She can go. And as he's doing that, he's going to deliver the stiffest super kick to her chin. And basically knock her out. Fake knock her out. She should be ready for it.
Yeah, it's the one thing that you've practiced and rehearsed beforehand to make sure. And yeah, she flies out of the ring, basically almost somersaulting over the three ropes, and falls flat on her back to the cheer of everyone.
So Ximenez picks up the contract, signs it, and then dumps the clipboard over the rope and onto a Crazy Princess. It just says, "Yeah, I'll see you Sunday." And that's where the things are going to end.
The lights go out, and the lights go out for a split second when they... Well, split second. For about, like, 15 seconds. When they come back up, Crazy Princess is nowhere to be found. The ring has been emptied. The wrestlers are now backstage. And she turns to you and was like, Did I do good?
Oh yeah, that was perfect.
Awesome.
Did you hear that crowd? That crowd was really into it.
Yeah, I almost got carried away. Thank you, Hefe, for that. I'm still new at that. Oh, give me a moment. And she picks up her agent and she walks a few paces away. You can make out a bit of the conversation. It seems that she's talking to someone who is very, very angry at her because she keeps trying to explain herself. Saying, yeah, but it makes for good... Yeah, but sometimes you have to... Will you just listen to me? I'm a grown adult. I can do... Look, if you want that so bad, then maybe you should have thought about it before. Yeah, there were other Fine. Alright, I'm coming home. And she goes back to you and Effie and says, I gotta go. Something happened at home. Daddy needs me.
You sure?
If I want to be ready and allowed to leave for the match, yes. I have to leave now.
All right. Well, you know how to reach me, so if you need anything, just let me know. But we do have try to get some rehearsal time in. But you know, he'll go over the match finish and how things are going to go because he's going to loop El Jefe in, and he'll actually wave over Trent's too if Trent's is waiting, and talk about how he wants the finish to book.
All right. What am I here for? You did
So,
good.
thanks. So this is what I'm thinking. I need your engineering expertise. I need one of the cage walls to break upon significant impact late in the match.
I mean, I know lots of ways I can do that. Do you want it to break in a certain place? Do you want to ensure that they don't fall? How do you want it to look?
I want the whole section of that cage to just tip over and fall. So this is what's going to happen is that Stephanie's going to be on the ropes, hanging on after getting a pretty big beat down. And then I'm going to do Ice Dragon's finisher, that drop kick. And I'm going to slightly miss her and kick that section down, and it's going to fall. And she's going to roll backwards off the ropes on the fence. And then El Jefe is going to be there and frantically pull her out. And so she's going to touch the ring floor first and win the match.
Cool.
So she wins on a technicality. I like that.
Yeah. And the crowd's going to eat it up because you know, that's just how they are. But yeah, I'll make her look legit in there. That won't be a problem. But that's what the finish is going to be, and so I need to make sure that this fence piece goes down.
I can do that. I can do that lots of ways.
Okay. Well, if you need to do any testing and such, you know, if I would just make sure that we let her in to work on that and get that everything set up for it. We square on that?
I might need to do it once or twice in advance just to make sure I can find the plot and where you want them to fall, which side you want, where you want to make sure it hits, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he'll point in the aisle. I wanted to point down the aisle that the wrestlers entered down. That'll be the safest because it won't fall on any of the crowd, and she'll be able to walk backwards out there
Cool.
safely without any issues.
No worries. I can do that. You cool with that, Hefe, sir?
So long as everything's safe.
Always. I am a very safe professional.
Well, if you trust her, Ximenez, I trust her.
By the way, did you know that I could probably fix that door for you? It sounds like it squeaks.
Yeah, I like it that way.
Why?
That's the charm of the place.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
Yeah.
Stephanie, I'll let you go, but is your dad's first name really John, or is it something else?
Yeah, no, it's John.
Oh,
Why?
just curious. Do you know an Xavier Murphy?
No? Not that I've heard before. Why?
Just curious. Anyway, you better get home. Just yeah. If you need anything, just reach out. All right.
All right. And, as
And stay off. Yeah, stay off of social media too.
Okay.
It'll sell the whole thing a lot more if you're not on social media.
All right. See you Sunday.
Cool.
And as the rest of the party wait for Trins and Ximenez to come out of Club Underground, Mr. White, your phone goes off. Your agent goes off.
Oh.
It's Control.
What do you got for me?
I did a lot of research. That is going to cost you a pretty buck, but you won't believe what I found.
All ears.
There's no link between WorldSat and IEC, none that I could find, and Miss Murphy is thoroughly unremarkable. However, there's been a lot of WorldSat activity in South Night City, around the combat zone, actually. They've been building a lot of towers.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to look into it a bit. They're like drone control towers. They can relay information to an enormous quantity of drones. The range isn't that far, but it seems like each tower is built to slightly overlap the other's range.
That's the connection.
I don't know if it's a connection to IAC though, because from what I can see, they're just surrounding the whole combat zone with these towers.
Mm-hmm.
And
where are the psychos always showing up? Where's the bad tech always showing up?
And I'm loath to say it, but I had to dig a bit of information about you and your friends.
Mm-hmm. I'd expect nothing less.
The place you live at.
Uh-huh.
It's right where one of the towers should be.
Yeah, they tried to blow it up twice.
I'd be careful if I were you. They finished building everywhere else. You're the last one.
Uh-huh. Can you send me a map of where all of them are located?
Absolutely.
And what about security around the towers? Have they gotten a chance to build that up yet? Or is it still mostly construction, kind of lax fencing and that kind of nonsense?
Hello, Raiders. I couldn't ping a whole lot of things from around the towers, but I did notice an impressive amount of comings and goings from satellite view.
Uh-huh.
If they have security, it must be personnel.
Excellent. Yeah, on the other number or on the other phone, send me the exact number. And
I'll get you that.
Send me, based on your satellites that you've been looking at, can you also give me a schematics of the parking garage at IEC and the entry and exit points to procure a vehicle?
You really want to steal something from that parking lot, don't you?
I don't want to, but I know someone who does. And I think that there needs to be a little bit of a distraction.
All right, I'll check that out.
Appreciate it.
And
oh,
yep.
And all the digging that you did on us. Lock that file away.
It's like it never existed.
Perfect. Also, to your other phone, give me a quote on what it means to scrub all that information, or what it costs to scrub it all.
Oh, I can send you a program for that.
Well, then just unleash the program and get rid of all traces of, well, a couple people want to keep their identities known. But at least 3 of them. I think you'll figure out which 3. Make sure they're gone. Past don't serve certain people very well.
I'll make sure to erase that.
Thank you, Control.
No problem. I'll send you the bill.
Look forward to it.
She hangs up, you get an email almost immediately after for $2,300.
Fair enough.
And
before I turn around, because I kind of walked away from the group when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send out text messages to every connection I have across every booster gang, and send that map of where all the towers are, and let them know that there is $2,000 to the group that brings down the first tower. Nobody else gets shit, but the first tower to collapse earns you $2,000. And then I'll turn back to the group, and everyone will notice I'm wearing a fucking legit Ximenez shirt.
Can you just make a persuasion check, please?
Sure.
Who's the best fan out there?
Where's persuasion hiding? 28.
Ooh, 28. All right.
And at the end of that text, I'll also be like, tell your friends if you want. Or if you think you can win.
28 is going to attract a lot of people. That said, let's pan the camera over to an undisclosed location. A stark white lab. Sterile, just like Mr. White's apartment. Bright lights. As the camera pans across the floor, we can see the discarded gray coat of one Mulhand Steel. You can hear the muttering of a few voices, and over them the voice of Steel that says, "I'm up for anything. I'm gonna need the biggest hardware possible. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what it looks like. But they've made it personal." And then you would hear the sound of multiple devices. Saws, drills, Dremels. Blowtorches, maybe? And with that, we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Woo!
Was it the shooting back or the improvised RPG that was personal?
It's the broken nose.
Oh, that we go.
The getting away.
That was the moneymaker, you know?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, now he has to have a cyber nose.
Oh, Cyberpunk. Great.
Like you're forcing his hand.
And it's too large. It just doesn't look good, you know?
Yeah. It's going to be like chrome, but the rest is like skin.
Right.
He's not going to. No,
Golden nose.
I had something in mind for later in the campaign, but you definitely pissed Mulhand Steel enough that I'm gonna bring that a little early. That said, I hope you all had fun.
That was great.
Let's go around the table. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, what you have going on in your internet lives. We'll begin the same order we did introductions, so go ahead, Reno.
That is me, Reno, Adelaide Garner at @OAdelaide on Twitter. My podcast, Faith Forge Academy, released a new episode today, so go check that out. We're really, really proud of it. We're about to reach 5,000 downloads on iTunes, which is really cool. We're in the top 100 of fantasy podcasts on iTunes, which is really cool. Next week I've got a 5e game where I play a geriatric turtle on Goldheart Group's game channel. Sorry, not game. Which is really fun. And that's it. That's it for me. I'm excited for next week. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's fuck this guy up. I'll break his nose again.
Not if he has a very sturdy cybernetic nose. Actually,
Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude.
Let me check real quick. Chromebook. What do I have for cyber nose?
I'll just get the drill implant in my knuckles. You know? I'm sure Trent can rig it up. It's fine.
I just saw a cyber implant that let you, it's called Extra Twist, and it allows you to bend your limb any which way.
Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't like the idea. I'm sure it's handy though.
What else? Cat's paw stealth foot? Nah. Oh, longer legs. Yes, of course. Add up to 3 extra feet in height.
Every day is a leg day.
Yeah, but it's not the girth of your leg, it's the length of it. Power jaw. Or a new throat. But no new there's no new there's no new nose from what I could see. Apparently people don't break their nose in Cyberpunk.
Or they just have it cosmetically fixed.
It's probably just that. You can get a taste boost. No one wants a taste boost? Alright. Wait,
The
what?
question is, does it make everything taste better, or does it just enhance the taste
It
of whatever?
enhances all of your sense of taste. Everything tastes more.
See, if it would be a good steal if you got that implant and it tasted better, and then you could just save money on food and just get the cheap shit that would normally taste bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have thought of that.
Can you toggle it on and off?
I don't think so.
Then no thanks.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, cool. Tailored pheromones.
Simon. No.
Oof. I read the wrong thing. It's a flashlight implant.
Oh.
I read something completely different.
You know they've got that though. You know that's the thing.
That is
It's 100%
yes.
a thing.
Hey, let's finish going around the table with Mr. White.
Yes. Thank you for another great game. A lot of fun. My name's Chris Geary. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Geary. You can find me here on Fridays as I reprise my role as Mr. White / Dr. Frost, the man who knows a man and can wield a scalpel pretty well. Outside of that, you can find me this next week on Wednesday for Strandager House. We have Sharang Biswas and a second guest who you might recognize, or maybe you don't, but he does amazing promos. And then we're going to have this Saturday, tomorrow, will be the first ever seen live play test of Omen's Rising on CouchCon over on Chimera or Chromatic Chimera from 6:45 to 8:45. Come check it out. See what we've been working on.
Definitely. And everything, all the money raised during CouchCon goes straight to Doctor Without Borders. Next up is Jinx.
Hey, I'm Rin. You can find me here every Friday. Friday doesn't come soon enough. For now, that's about it.
Next up is Ximenez.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Anino. You can find me on the Twitters at Anino Gaming. Tonight was fun as always. Can see what the showdown number, what's this, 2 or 3 now with Mulhand Steel? 3? This will be 3.
2.5.
2.5. Anyway, so looking forward to see what the next showdown is. As far as things that I am doing, this weekend's TTRPG schedule is pretty packed. I will actually be one of the players in the Omen's Rising test game or debut. So look for that. Our session general was a lot of fun, even though that none of us had actually played together in a game. So there was a lot of really cool chemistry going on between our hastily constructed characters. But and then on Sunday at 2 p.m., Capricorn Cross is running another charity stream where I will be facing off against Grant Ellis in a wrestling RPG game. So that should be a good time. And then on Sunday night, I have our usual weekly Dark Matter campaign over on the other doc channel, DM'd by Origami Shuriken. And that's always a lot of fun as well. So.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to catch the VOD for Omen's Rising, though, because we have a panel on this channel at the same time, I think. But we'll see. If I can, I'll pop in and check it out. And I am also curious about the wrestling game. Up next. Oof. Character name. Trins. Hi.
Hi all. You know me. I'm at. Oh, I love so much. Do you know, Mr. White, what I could do with the schematic plans of a building and the shit ton of C4?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. We need people looking left while we blow up what's sitting right.
Oh, it works. But as for me, you can find me. I'm at Deargen Online on Twitter or Praxagorth as you see me hanging out around Twitch. Thank you. I loved every minute of this. Thank you all. I love playing with you. It makes my Friday night so much wonderful fun. And I will be back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for the finale of Vampire the Masquerade Nightfall, as things have gotten dark in this city. There's a shit ton more Tremere in New York than people thought. And then on Monday, I'll be back here for some Legacy with Anino and fun times, because that'll be fun. But you can also find me on my channel from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, doing classics on Twitch, where I bring a bunch of my friends together to do live dramatic readings of classical plays. And this week we're doing a week of comedy, starting with a duology of Afra Bean, who is a female English Restoration era writer, playwright who wrote farce sex comedies. Thursday will be, by popular request, Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. And then Friday, we are going to end with Aristophanes' Lysistrata, because I want to have fun. But other than that, I will see you all next time, and check my Twitter, because I always post where I'm going to be and what fun things I'm doing and all the fun people I get to hang out with.
Thank you, all of you, for coming tonight. Am I muted? I'm not muted. And thank you to all of you who hung out in chat. Thank you for all the donations, all the follows. Thank you for the raids. Thank you to you watching on YouTube. It's always greatly appreciated to know that we have fans on the other platform. I would like to thank our sponsors, Artalsorian Games, Magen Press, Found Familiar, and of course our partners through the Diceomancy program, Level Up Dice. You can check them out with the panels down below or the links in chat. We will see you again tomorrow, actually tomorrow morning at 9, which is in less than 12 hours. I will be over on Chromatic Chimera for an early game of The Witcher with Flying Sirius, Mr. Pudding, Mustang Sart, Doug Cockle, The Opera Geek, and there's another person, but I forgot their handle.
Ryomasa.
Huh?
At Ryomasa.
It's Ryomasa tomorrow morning?
I thought so. Part of that group.
Yep.
John.
Yes.
At Ryomasa. I saw him in the promo with Doug, you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Ryomasa. Oof, thank you. And then after that, come here for the finale of Vampire the Masquerade, and then the rest of the day, we are going to have panels aplenty for CouchCon while we're raising money for charity. You can see on Saturday from 5 to 6, we open on a stormy night a trope familiarity and genre savvy panel with a bunch of cool people. At 7 p.m. on Saturday, we are going to have a game of Brinkwood, which is Robin Hood meets Dracula. And on Sunday, we're going to have, starting from 1 p.m., Writing Custom Moves, a PBTA workshop with Summer. And then at 5, panel on tone, timing, and pace for game masters and narrative designers. And then at 8 p.m., entertainment advice with Tyler Boyce. And then, of course, next week, while we have all of our shows here over on Wandering DM, we'll also be reprising our Dragon Age campaign on Thursday, Monday for Legacy, Tuesday for Witcher. Wednesday for Stranger House, and next Friday for what the hell is going to happen to this group. As
Big
the,
bada boom.
As the big fight looms for
Emphasis
Ximenez.
on the boom with trends.
And at some point you're gonna have to go up against IEC. Or IEC will come up against you. Good night, everyone.